Hiya folks, welcome to the show. My name's the Gliding Gladiator, but you can call me Jake, and it's my mission to info-dump about everything Disney animation on the internet. And today we are back with Amphibia Season 3, as today we're going to be watching episodes 13 and 14. Obviously we are going to be picking up from the cliffhanger from last week, where we are about to meet the mother of Olms, and hopefully finally learn what exactly that the amphibian writing in the human world meant. So, you know, very exciting, a lot of plot things are happening. We're getting closer and closer to the end. Let's not think about that right now. Alright, that's all I have to say, so let's jump right in. Okay, and here we go. Amphibia Season 3, Episode 13A, Mother of Olms. In 3, 2, 1. Joe Johnston. Of course it's Joe Johnston.
Oh, help me, frog.
Is this going to be a Hot Pop episode? Or is that just a joke at the beginning?
At this rate, you're gonna get everyone killed.
Yep, it's a Hot Pop episode. Hello?
As for you two, how exotic.
We need your help.
This is a bit creepy.
I am the keeper of the prophecy of the stones and the music box.
Prophecy. Oh my god, we're getting into the prophecy.
Wait, how did it go again? Hold on, it'll come back to me.
No!
Well, is there maybe a way we could help you remember it?
Nope, no chance. When it's gone, it's gone. But there is one chance.
I thought you just said.
Dr. Johansson.
Okay, so we rub this gunk on your forehead?
My forehead? No. This only works if you put it directly on my brain.
You may be old, but you're still a killer.
Thanks, kids, but you go on ahead.
Oh, I am all ears, baby.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm with Sasha on this one.
Language, young lady.
Worst mission ever!
Yeah, I'm not having a good time either.
I also got decades of horticultural experience as a veggie farmer.
Now you're talking. Looks like those kids reach my nervous system.
Ah. I'm really happy she seems nice. I was really worried that, you know, she was going to be a bit...
It's just like limbo.
Anyway, what was I saying? I was really worried that Mother Olm was going to be, you know, like, very mean and, you know, not really willing to share this information. But, no, she seems quite nice up to this point.
Finally! Brings you to the other side.
Sprig!
Sorry about
Is that... Oh, okay.
old and gone. Let's move it along.
Um...
Do you guys hear something? Almost like flapping.
Ah!
Pop! Help! We're stuck in Mother Olm's nose!
Constant temperature. Perfect conditions for, yes, a wild varietal of Wartsavi. Right, Hoppediah, you can do this. Dang it, knees. Stop a shaking.
Willpower, ladies and gentlemen.
What's that smell?
A mixture of the most pungent allergy-inducing plants in Amphibia.
Ugh.
Think you can remember that prophecy now?
Please do!
Nope, still can't remember.
Did you perhaps write it down someplace? That's what I do when I want to remember something.
Oh, well, if I had, it might be up here on the ceiling.
Oh my god!
Should they fight or embrace the fall, their choice will determine the fate of all.
Wait, do Marcy and I get cool anime powers too?
Yes, honey.
They do! They do!
Their arrogance and greed created an unnatural thing that does not sleep.
The core.
And we believe you three were summoned to save us from what we've become, the worst version of ourselves.
Unnatural thing?
Now all we need are showers. Happen to have one of those?
Yeah, I'm sure, girl.
What are you guys? Oh no!
Ah!
What is that, Jasmine?
Okay. Ooh, lots went down right then and there. So that was very gross. A lot of gross out humor in that one, which I'm not the biggest fan of, personally. I was right there with Sash for most of it. But the stuff with Hop Hop and Mother Olm was so good. It's been a while since we've had like a genuine Hop Hop episode, especially one focusing on, you know, his age. It's a bit scary. It's a bit scary that they're talking about how old Hop Pop is, and we're getting close to the end. It's a Disney show. It's a Disney show. I just have to keep saying it's a Disney show. But on the other hand, Marcy got stabbed. So, who knows what could happen? The prophecy. Alright, oh god, what even was the prophecy? Let me go back.
3 stars burning bright, come from beyond to expel the night. Should they fight or embrace the fall, their choice will determine the fate of all.
Okay. Well, obviously she's talking about the fact, like, they've come to save them from the worst version of themselves, which... That's kind of breaking my brain a little, trying to, like, decipher that. The worst version of themselves. Well, obviously we know that Amphibia's gone through a lot of changes. Because, well, you know, they used to have technology, and then it became almost entirely lost to them. So something happened, very long ago, when Andreas, you know, betrayed his friends. Well, however that went down, but I have a feeling that we are about to find out how that went down. He said as though he hadn't seen the spoiler images! The one interesting line of that prophecy, though, is, will they fight or embrace the fall? Embrace the fall is certainly an odd choice of words. Because embrace, you know, it means to accept, to give in. So, are they going to be made, like, an offer or something? Embrace. Just that word, it's throwing me for a loop here. Because, you know, it could just say, will they fight or will they fall? But embrace the fall. It adds this whole other dimension to it. I'm really having trouble figuring out what that means. Obviously, burning in the night means they all have the powers. We all knew that. We all knew Sasha and Marcy were gonna get their cool power-ups eventually. Anne saying that she doesn't know how to control her powers. You controlled them pretty fine in Escape to Amphibia. It's like you seem to just summon them perfectly and you didn't faint. So I think you can control them a lot better than you think you can, sweetie. But, okay. I did love when they found the doctor just dead and decaying in Mother Olm's brain. That was good. And then Polly just like, he's old and gone, moving on. We had the prophecy, the mural that has been in the opening theme song. It's all coming together. Everything is coming together. This really feels like we are taking like our first massive step towards the ending of the show. And that terrifies me, but it also excites me to no end. Let's move on to Season 3, Episode 13B, Grime's Pupil. Not really any expectations for this one. It's a Grime episode, obviously. Probably gonna be our last Grime episode, so I'm curious if this is going to wrap up his pseudo-character arc in a sense. I don't necessarily think Grime has... Well, no, Grime has changed in that he learned how to care about Sasha. And then, you know, he kind of got on good terms with the planters. But, we'll see what happens. Who could his pupil be? Because I'm thinking it's gotta be a resident from Wartwood. Could it be Ivy? I'm trying to think who else it could, like, anyone it could be. We'll figure that out when we get to it, and we are about to in 3, 2, 1.
Grime's sister Beatrix built a secret army of toads. I've already asked her to meet with us, and she's on her way.
Oh, we're collecting people now.
And ever since Sprig beat Grime and Utopia, things have been really tense between them.
Sprig is gonna be Grime's pupil.
I mean, aren't you just a foot soldier now?
Oh!
Change of plans.
Nope, too late for that.
What do you want?
And, drumroll please.
I mean, last time I checked, frogs couldn't even fight.
Can't fight, eh?
Mm.
Can't fight? Then how'd I beat Grime in a one-on-one duel?
We're dealing with prejudice today, folks.
Standard one-on-one arena combat. Loser's army joins the winners.
Okay.
Wartime law says I may choose any of your allies to fight in your stead.
What?
And I choose...
Sprig.
I'm pretty sure I can take her.
Sprig!
I beat Grime, and I'll beat her too.
Sprig!
Grime, you were a gladiator. Can you show Sprig the ropes?
Oh my god, I just realized Sasha's calling Sprig by his actual name. I remember a few episodes ago I was talking about the fact we hadn't heard that yet.
We try to let bygones be bygones.
Nope.
Sprig!
Supported my town for years, imprisoned us when we fought back, and tried to kill my Hop Pop.
Yeah.
You tried to kill my Hop Pop.
Yeah, that's something we did kind of have to address.
Your small frog body is too frail for traditional toad conditioning.
So you need to meet in the middle.
I don't need. I'll figure out how to beat Beatrix on my own.
No, you won't. And now it will be my fault when you get maimed.
Ah!
I'm smack dab in the middle of a hyena nest.
Hyena. Yeah, Sprig!
It's actually impressive. Go!
Ah! Oh! Mmm.
Whoa.
I'm not a fan of stingers, in case you can't tell.
How'd you do that?
Toads are trained from a very young age to let rage give you strength. If funneled correctly, it can be a secret weapon.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Well, if funneled correctly, that was a very important parameter on there.
I should be focusing on your strengths as a frog. Speed, agility.
Yes! Yeah!
Do I have a chance here?
Realistically, no.
No.
But you frogs always surprise me.
Oh. I just realized I forgot to put on my necklace today. Okay.
This is why you don't stand a chance!
That's what you think!
Looks like you've let everyone down, frog. Surprising no one.
If you funnel it correctly, it can be a secret weapon.
Come on, Sprig. Oh!
Great job, Sprig.
Oh.
Who would have thought? Frogs and toads on equal footing.
All they needed was a common enemy.
Lesson, but it's too good to pass up. You will be by a frog. Beatrix lost to a frog. A puny little.
We're making progress. Baby steps, people. Baby steps. That was really, really good. Oh my god, that was incredible. Just absolutely... As I said, I feel like that did a great job wrapping up Grime's character arc. It finally addressed the Season 1 finale. And how weird it was, you know, when Grime started, you know, hanging out with the planters at the end of Season 2. It finally addressed that. And the fact he tried to kill Hop Pop, which, you know, I love the fact that was Sprig's main grievance with it, and he kept bringing it up. But, you know, they were still able to work through it and, you know, find a way to combine Frog and Toad fighting styles, which was absolutely incredible. And really, it kind of does wrap up all the lingering threads from season 1, because season 1, on top of being about Anne, finding herself in this world, figuring out who she is in this new community, it was also about the frogs dealing with their oppression at the hands of the toads. And the finale was that was the big thing we had to deal with, possibly even more so than Sasha and Anne's friendship. We are really starting to wrap things up now. Things are starting to naturally reach their end point, and I really did love how they chose it to be Sprig. I don't know why I thought it would be Ivy. I thought Grime's Pupil, I thought it was just going to be like not a random Wartwood resident, but just like one of the side characters. I didn't think they were actually going to really go in depth about him and Sprig bonding, which was really cool to see. Of course, Sasha cheerleading again. It was amazing to see Beatrix, and hopefully we get to see her more because, the Frog and Toad's armies have united as we have taken our first, really big step in building up the rebellion against Andreas. Because, as we now know from the prophecy, the girls need the music box, which I imagine part of their plan is going to be, while the fight's going outside, they find a way to sneak in at the back. And then they're gonna run into, Darcy. Yes, the core who has possessed Marcy. They're gonna find a way, they're gonna run into that, and then everything is going to go down. 1.5 of those stories were absolutely incredible. Could have done without the gross out stuff in Mother of Olms, but hey, it's there, we have to live with it now. Even though Mother of Olms had the great stuff with, Hot Pot and Mother Olm and the prophecy, finally getting into the prophecy, Grime's Pupil was my favourite of those, and quite possibly one of my favourites of the season. I just think it is such a well-told story. I love oh god. Hyenas, that's it, the hyenas. What I'm gonna miss all the new random hybrid creatures they come up with. Okay, and now we are moving on to Season 3, Episode 14A, The Root of Evil. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, so frogs are dead.
Join us, and you too can take part in a horticultural revolution.
Another Hot Pop episode. The flagon, no, it's tracking the flagons.
I mean, farming is cool. Totally.
Of course. Super cool.
I'm not liking all the Hot Pop episodes. I feel like I'm being prepared, and I don't want to be prepared. I will not be prepared if something happens.
What
Okay, creepy cult episode.
Welcome to the hidden village of Gardenton.
Gardenton?
Yeah, this is a cult. Get out of there.
Do I sense a fellow plantophile?
Guess who has 2 green thumbs and loves the smell of fertilizer?
No, they're gonna sacrifice you all.
Have you seen our snail or wagon?
They've been stored safely. Now, come along.
What did you do with Bessie?
The balance of heat and humidity must be perfect.
I'm not gonna be able to focus right now. Show me that Bessie is okay.
The land before you used to be barren and lifeless, but then he appeared, and with his guidance,
Who?
we were able to become
Who? Ah. Okay. Is this someone we know?
Must be butter there.
No! No!
Everyone is.
It's Apothecary Gary! It's Apothecary Gary!
Hey, is this guy asleep or something?
Those mushrooms look familiar!
If it isn't Hoppediah Prat.
And let me tell
Ah!
you, big difference.
Ah!
We need to find Bessie.
Bessie?
Can anyone hear that? Kind of an obnoxious beeping sound.
Resistance base located. Extermination team deployed.
Oh!
You want to go back and help them, don't you?
Yes, please.
Wait, are we gonna...
Planters, you're back?
She's using the sword!
Wait, I know we've had some bad history. You tried to enslave my hometown, and I violently murdered you that one time.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You can count on us.
Okay.
Andreas has been using these mind control collars, and we think they're utilizing spores similar to yours.
Huh? Then that means there must be at least one more of me out there. Oh, that's amazing!
So, anyone else loving the feel of these dresses?
Oh, yeah.
I can really breathe in these.
And I wouldn't mind one. That was a weird one. That was a very, very weird one. I can't believe they brought back Apothecary Gary. And they made him like one of the like big tentpoles of the Resistance. There was just such a vibe to that episode. It's like the second they woke up, you heard the ominous singing. I knew Colt, right now, Colt. It reminds me of the season 9 or 10 Simpsons episode with the leader. I'm kind of trying to just wrap my brain around what I saw there. Because it was so strange, and yet another example of just them bringing back, like, you know, Children of the Spore, that was just a one-off episode. You know, it was a one-off episode with a little bit of development for Pop Pop. You wouldn't expect it to come back and play such a huge role this late into the game, and that's what I love about the way this show has, you know, been setting things up just to knock them down in this last stretch of episodes. It really feels like just every single one of these recent episodes is focusing on something that, you know, felt very unimportant in season 1 and bringing it back in this major way and wrapping up these themes that the show kind of left dangling for a while. It really does just show how well planned out the show was, and the fact that obviously Matt Bradley had a 3-season plan for this, and you see how all these minor details were, you know, fully thought out from the very beginning, and it's just, I absolutely love it when it all comes together like this, and who knows who could they bring back next? Yeah. Wowzers. Okay, I'm curious where they're going with this. And also, I can't believe I almost forgot to talk about it, the reveal at the very end, with Andreas using the collars to control the wildlife and the insects, which is very similar to Gary's spores. Like he said, that means there's another one of him out there. Which I didn't expect Apothecary Gary to have such, you know, have this story arc at the end of the series, but here we are, and I'm very intrigued to see where they go with that next. But yeah, just another absolutely stellar episode. But now we are moving right along to Season 3, Episode 14B, The Core and the King, which I did see some images. I do know it's a backstory episode that is going to showcase what originally happened between Andreas and his friends. So, let's jump right in. In 3, 2, 1.
Greetings, Marcy. I mean, the core. I mean, Marcor? Okay.
Marcor!
Why don't you call us Darcy?
Darcy?
Yeah, you know, like Dark Marcy. It's a reference to one of Marcy's favorite video games. We searched her memories, and the name appeals to us.
We searched her memories.
No.
So that means they're gonna know exactly how to manipulate Anne and Sasha.
Here are those cupcakes you asked for.
Red velvet with ube frosting. Marcy's fave.
Oh, this is creepy. I don't like this. I do not like this. I hate this.
And you're the only one we trust you. Andrews?
Ah.
The past means nothing to me.
Ooh, does it now? But they're still chained up.
Oh, I almost forgot. Your surprise! Ta-da! An official portrait of us.
Oh, I've got to try and remember who Andreas is. He is a bloodthirsty dictator and child murderer. Well, attempted child murderer.
There you are, son. Come with me. We have much to discuss.
Oh.
It contains the combined memories of our greatest minds, including your ancestors. We'll be invading a medieval world called Earth. You must exterminate the savages there so that we can mine their planet for its resources.
What? Then I'm
Officially in charge. Now, make me proud, son.
yes.
Is he going to upload himself to the core? This isn't Majora's Mask! Even though that is one of the main inspirations behind the show, Zelda is, but...
And I believe by interfering with other dimensions, we have upset the ecosystem of the multiverse. We have to stop using the box.
Mistress, but how will we invade?
Don't! It's quite simple!
Your Majesty!
Silence! The expedition will continue as planned, with the prince presiding. This council is adjourned.
No.
Now we know the gardener is a traitor.
Wait, what?
It won't be long before I join the core, son. Our people will be counting on you.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Together we can use your power for good.
Look, Leaf, maybe you should just focus on gardening and leave the ruling to me, okay? Ooh. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now, you know?
For sure. No, I get it. Friends?
Friends.
I mean, you should, but you shouldn't, but you should. I'm so conflicted.
Leaf, what are you doing?
If you won't stop this, I will.
Wait, is this how the box ends up in the human world?
Stop right there, Leaf. Don't make me do this.
Beryl, please trust me. What I do for all of us.
Jeez, Leaf, I don't know.
No, he's got the sword. He has the sword. Do not.
Come on, girl, let's get out of here.
That came from the garden.
That's how the Mossman escapes. That's how the Mossman escapes when we meet them in Wally and Anne.
We must find the Olms. They'll know what to do. I'm sorry, my friend. This thing can't stay in Amphibia.
According to the Olm prophecy, the box will return. When and how is impossible to calculate, so we will wait. We will bury and preserve our glorious civilization until our birthright has returned to us.
Yeah.
I'm having you reassigned. You will travel to the outskirts and defend villages. Now, get out of my sight.
Your Highness?
Yep, hate you. Remembered why I hate you so much.
We have your back. Together we can use your power for good.
Who's ready to finally start invading Earth?
Ready? After 1,000 years, I've thought of nothing else.
Why, son, I think I'm almost proud of you.
Oh! Oh, that no! Get away! Stay back! I said we couldn't keep the outro for much longer. Ah. Okay. So, that was a lot of things that happened right then. A lot of interesting things. It was a nice backstory. I absolutely loved getting to meet Leaf and Barrel. I still have no sympathy for Andreas whatsoever. I mean, it is kind of hard to do that after you've stabbed a child, but I really thought he was going to stab Leaf. I really thought when that sword came out, like, whenever I see Andreas with that sword, my mind instantly jumps to he's going to stab someone. I see the show trying to give him some kind of depth in the sense of he did like Marcy. You can tell he doesn't really want to go through with this, but at the same time, this is all your fault. This is all your fault, and you deserve everything that is coming your way. It does kind of say a lot how, the show has developed these incredibly rich and deep, like, villains and antagonists. Like, the journey that Sasha went on, that Grimes went on, that Andreas seems to be going on, even though, like I said, I am never gonna forgive him for stabbing Marcy in the back. Oh, Lord, I don't know where this is going. Obviously, like, the core itself is the final big bad. And I'm not sure if we're, like, I don't think we are building up to a big final battle. I think we're building up to something where there's going to be a lot more mind games at play. Although, or the prophecy, but, it's a Disney show. We can subvert the prophecy. I think it really is going to come down to this battle of wits and strength against, like, Anne, Sasha, and Darcy. Marcy. Which, I do enjoy that aspect of how the core has still retained all of Marcy's memories, and as a result has adopted a bunch of her little quirks, which, that's kind of cute, kind of horrifying to watch unfold. And speaking of horrifying things to watch unfold, at the very end, when Marcy's voice starts to distort into Andreas's dad, that shook me to my very being. That made me feel so incredibly uncomfortable, in words I cannot possibly describe. Oh my god, I don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't. And it's the fact that I think we have to find out more. We have to find out more. Because, we did see Leaf going away. That's as far as we got with that. She said she was gonna go find the Olms to see if they knew what to do. Somehow the music box gets to Earth, and we need to find out how that happened. Because they said the box left this world. So, did Leaf go with the box? That'd be interesting. But, yeah, and it was interesting seeing, like, just the way they set up a bunch of things for, like, the way in the future. Like how Leaf keeps all the Moss Men, and at the very end she rides one out, and that's the one that we see during Wally and Anne. That's really clever. The way they set up Barrel, and the way they set up the fact how the, the frogs, newts, and toads, how they used to live in harmony, and with this event is how they all split up. It did feel just a smidge rushed, but it was still fine. It got the point across, and the emotions still felt genuine, even though it did feel a little just like Leaf betrayed me, so like all frogs are bad. We've got to keep an eye on them, and you toads, we're sending you away. It felt it all happened at once, when I feel like it could have been a bit more gradual thing. Because, like, the Leaf thing was done really well, and then just out of nowhere, Andreas just turned on Barrel. But, it's Andreas. I cannot say I wasn't expecting him to do something like that. But, yeah, both those episodes, absolutely incredible. Andreas's dad, oof, God. What is it with Disney shows lately, and just having the worst parents? Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Those are all my thoughts right now on those episodes. It feels like so much has happened, and then and now there are only 4 episodes left of Amphibia. 4 11-minute stories and 2 20-minute specials that make up the series finale. I feel like we've gone right back to DuckTales. Because I'm not ready for it to be over. I'm really not. And I feel like this is going to be a lot worse than DuckTales because of how much deeper my connection to Amphibia is and how much this show has helped me. But just to plug again the fact I'm currently working on a huge-ass retrospective for the show that I have about 3 weeks to finish, so that's fun. But yeah, that's all I have to say for now. If you happen to be new around here, feel free to subscribe and comment down below as it helps me out a whole lot. Also, liking the video wouldn't hurt either. And as always, a huge massive thank you to the wonderful, beautiful souls Charles Dugan, Caleb Abington, The Wacky Deli, Andy Reacts, 1C, Jason S, ELS Art and Torai Matson for supporting me over on Patreon. If you want to support the future of this channel and me as a creator, you can do so by heading over and becoming a member of my Patreon, which will be linked in the description and comments down below. But of course, it's entirely optional, and I greatly appreciate every single person who watches and enjoys my content. Thanks so much for watching, folks, and I'll see ya real soon.